Hello, welcome to Ekidel. We are working flexible and structural engineering. My name is Justice Moka and I am your instructor. Today, I'll be showing you the part 16 of this 16-story building. And on this part 16, we will be dealing with the interactive design of this structure. As you can see that on the part 15, we did the structural analysis and design of this 16-story building. And after we have completed the design process, it is now seen that most of the members, like the columns and beams, are not sufficient to carry the weight like the weight imposed on it. So right now, we will now begin to perform the interactive design to now interact with the structure or with the software to see the reason why those members are not able to carry the weight of that. Although most of our members are still showing okay, as you can see that green means okay and red means failure. Okay, so right now those members that are showing green means that they are okay and the sizes are okay, and also those members that are showing red means that the sizes are not sufficient to carry the weight. If you check at this pool area here, at the top of this pool area, you can see that the columns here that we reduced the size at part 9 is still having some failures. So we also check on that and see that. So that is why we now perform the interactive design. And to do that right now, I'll begin with directly from the story 1. So I'll begin with the story 1 to see the reason why most of this column here on story 1 and also the beams are failing. Now, even if you have some colors, some of your members here showing green color, which is okay, I still advise that you will still have to check each of the members to see the kind of reinforcement that the software used to design for that member. Okay, so with that right now, I will make my story 1 active, and by doing that now, I will now come to story 1 plan view here and then click on story 1 plan view here and make sure that story 1 is active. Okay, so right now on this place now, let us start from checking the columns. Why the columns are failing? Most of the columns are showing green and then some are showing red. So these red ones now are the ones that fail. Okay, so let's begin to check on the columns why they are failing. So to check on your column why it is failing is to click on the column, right click, and then you do what? You have to now click on the place that says section design. So once this shows the interface now, I'll just click on that. So once now, just click on the column, right click here, and then you will see this place that says here section design. So I'll click on this right now, and then need to open up the this column dialog property for what? Interactive design and all that. Okay, so right now, let me just hold on for that to come up. Now, for those of you that don't know how I got to this status here, I did that on the part 15. So you can watch part 15 towards the end of it, and then you see how we got to this interface of what? Design status. Okay, so let's just hold on now for it to now show the dialog box for the section design, which you have just clicked on. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see that this is now our column section design dialog box. So on this place now, the first thing we'll do is to go and check the reason why the column is failing. I said that on the part 15 earlier. So right now, I'll click on this place here that says interactive design here. And once I do that right now, there will be a warning around this place to see the reason why the column is failing. So let's see the reason around. Okay, you can now see that it says that the steel ratio limit of what is exceeded. Okay, so right now I'll have to come here and click OK because it's failing, and then I'll have to come here and increase my size of column. Now let's increase the size of column now to be 650, and also here too to be 650. And I'll come here, let me just remove this to minor and make to be 0, and I'll come here and say update. Okay, now once I click on update, I will now come here and then click on what? Reset bars. Okay, so by clicking on this update now, you can see the size of the column has changed. And I'm now coming right now and then click on the that says interactive design here, and I'll wait for the column to then again. Now, once to be able to see your column, and if it's perfectly okay, you will see that you will not see anyone in here. What you will see is you will see the reinforcement. So once you're able to see the size of the reinforcement, then knows that that column is okay and is good. Okay, so right now you can see that what it's showing right now is that it used a critical loading combination of 2, which is the maximum actually on this column to design for that, and then you can see that the reinforcement which is now produced for the column is 28 numbers of Y25, as you can see that. So once you are able to see your reinforcement without any warning again, then that column is okay. So right now you can see that I'll now come here right now and say what? Okay. So you can see that the depth of that column before, sorry, the width of that column before was 600. So that was not able to carry the weight of like the weight coming to that column. So we have now increased one to 650. So and we have checked that again and it's okay. As you can see, the one that is, you can see that it is showing the bar size and sorry, the bar quantity and the bar size, not that. So with this now, this column now looks okay. And now come and then say okay, and then say final okay here, and then you will see that the column right now will be okay. Okay, let's just go for that to show. So this is how basically how to interact with the column that is failing. So you can see that this is now okay now. So with this idea right now, I'll go again and check for this other one too by clicking on the column here, and then by click here and then say what session design here, and I'll hold on again right now for it to show. I'll again don't just go and increase the size first. First of all, look at what is causing the failure. So always click on this place first, design, and then wait for it to show the warning. Okay, now on this place now it says that warning that steel bars cannot be selected. Section size is insufficient. That means that the size of this column here is not what's sufficient. So I'll have to come here again. Let me add it up to 650 and see if that will be okay. 650 by 650. You can choose to use a rectangular column if you want. Okay, and I'll make that to be 0. And I'll come here and then update. And then I'll come here and then click on reset bars. Always reset bars, okay? So right now, as that here is showing what the 12, which is not okay. And I'll come here and then reset bars, and then come here and then click on what interactive design here. And wait again for the design. Can I see that it is giving me now to be what? Critical, the same thing again, and showing what? The what? 25 and 20. So once you're able to see the size of your reinforcement for your column, that column is okay, perfectly okay. So with this now, I will now come here and then click on what? Okay here, and then find out okay here. That's fine. And the column now will be okay again. So I'll still be taking again right now. So just repeat the same process for all what we have, for all the columns that are failing alone and all that. So I'll come again right now, click on this again to confirm that and see why it is failing and all that. Okay, I'll then come here and say okay, and then increase my size here and say 650 and 650, and I'll come here, 0 here, update. Now this one I'm saying 0 here because here I was showing -1, so let the column just be at the center of the grid. Okay, that's why I'm using 0. Okay, and then come here and then say what reset bars, and I'll come here right now and then click on what interactive design here and wait for it to show. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there's 24 number of 525, that's fine, and I'll come here and then click on what okay. And again here, okay, final okay here, and that column will be okay. I'll come again right now, click on this other one here, right click here, and then click on what? Session design here. And I'll come again right now, click on this place here, design first to see why it's failing. And this is the failure that the size will be increased. I'll come here and say okay, and then come here and increase it. But most times, it might not be the size that you're going to increase. You can just only go and increase the bar size and all that. So make sure you check first why it is failing, and then come again, and then come here and say update, and then click on reset bars here. And I'll come again here, and now there's a stage where I'll show you where to click on this area, okay? Just watch that. Then come here right now and click on what? Interactive design here, and watch again if the bars, okay, you can see that the bars right now is not sufficient. I can see that right now. They say the session size also will be increased. Now, on this place now, I'll have to come here and then check on this place. Now, there's some time that you're going to click here. So I'll come and click here right now and change this design method right now to fixed bar layout method, and then come here and then click on what? Okay here, and then design again, and then come here and check again if that will be okay. Let me see. It's not okay. Okay, that's fine. I'll now come here, click here, and then come back here, and then click back to this place. Okay, that's okay. And come here and then increase my bar size, my column size to 700 by what? 700. And I'll come here and then say update, and then reset the bars, and come here and check design again and see. Okay, right now it is okay, but basically it is okay but I don't want to use 700 column. I want to use diameter. Column width of 750 and 750. I want to use the conventional one, and I'll say update here. So basically 700 was okay to carry the logo, but I just want to choose 750 and all that. Okay, so I'll come here right now and then say reset bar first, and then come here design and all that. Okay, so before when we use 700, here I was showing what the 32 number of bars, so that was why I just went to increase my column to 750 just to reduce the number of bars it's meant to use. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come here right now and then come here and then click on what? Okay, and then final okay here. Okay, that's fine. So right now again, I'll now come again here and then check here again, right click here, properties, come here, click here, and then come again right now and then reset bar first, and then design. Let me see why it's failing. Okay, session mode is increased. I'll come here right now, and then I can choose to try this first and fix bar here. Okay, and then reset it and send again. Okay, it's still failing a bit. So I'll come here right now and then choose back to 650, I can quickly try 625 and then 625 and all that, and then update, and then come here, choose back this default method, and come here, okay, with set bars and then design and all that. Let me see. So you can see that basically 625 is okay to carry this the load imposed on that column, but we are having 32 number of Y25. So I think that just to have a uniform column sizes, which I've been using 650 before, I'll just maintain 650 and all that, and also to help to reduce the numbers of bars that was showing 32 to at least 24. So or sorry, to 28, I think so. So I'll come here right now and then say okay, and then we set bars and then we design again. We'll have 28 number of bars. They're about 32. Okay, 32 is 32. Okay, so that means that the load coming on that column. Yes, that's true, because this area that column is where we have that swimming pool. Okay, that's fine. So that's why we're having that and all that. So this is okay. 32 number of 125 is okay and all that. So I can come here and then click on okay. I don't want to reduce back to 625 because 625 was okay, but I want to use 650 because I want to have a uniform number of column and all that. Okay, and I'm coming here right now. So a uniform set of column, and I'm coming right now and they say what okay here. Okay, so around this place here we have our swimming pool around this area. That's why I see that the columns here are a bit heavy, like this one here in the center of the pool and all that. Okay, I'll come again right now. So right now you can see how we have now designed for this column that was failed and check on them. So whenever you're having your column being failed, if you're following this design and you're having your column failed, just follow this process and you get that done perfectly. Then by clicking right now, then click on what? This place here. And then I'll now come again right now on this place here and then confirm why it's failing. And that should be on the size basically. I'll come here and then say okay, and come here and increase on the size 650 and also 650 here, and then click on update and reset T bars, and then come here and click on this design and wait for it to run design for that, and that is okay. This is showing me 32 number, that's fine, I can do that. And I'll come here right now and then say okay. If I want to, I can go and choose 700. That's to reduce the number of the bars and all that, but I think that's okay basically. Although it is safer, so it is cheaper to increase the size of the concrete section than to use more number of bars. That is cheaper for the client to afford concrete than to afford steel. Okay, so I can use 700 for that and all that. And then say okay and then okay. So when you're designing, also put into consideration the cost of the structure. Okay, but just to have a to like maintain, so like I use the 650, so just to maintain the same column size, so that I will not spend much time during your detailing. So always try to use few columns, like column size that will be grouped together, so that you don't have more column like more column types and all that. Okay, so I'll come down and click on here, reset first and then design. Okay, the number of bar will be given to me, that's okay. I can now come here and then click on what okay here and then okay here, that's fine. Okay, and I'll come again here and then click on here, right click here and then click on what settings design here, and then come again here and then click on what, let me check again why it's failing. That should be on the size too. Yeah, the size, you can see here right now session size is insufficient. Come here and then increase. Now most people can go and increase their bars here, so their column size to be 800 by 800 and all that. Then we set bars and then come here and click on this. It's still okay if you want that. I see that the more bars that we add up, the more we increase the size of the column, the more it uses lesser size of bars. But I can see that it's giving me as what 620, as you can see that 16 number of what Y20. You can see that right now. So you can see that the more you increase your column section, the more you use a lesser bar diameter. Okay, if I increase to 1 meter by 1 meter right now, you can see that we will be having Y16 on this bar and all that. Update now and then do this right now, so that we have Y16. You can see that 20 number of Y16. But our advice for this 16, this is 16 story building, and I would like to use Y16 for my column because of the high-rise building and all that. So our advice, don't go and increase your column section very much just because you want to have a lesser bar. At least use something that is adequate and all that. 25 diameter bar is not really that much for a high-rise building. Any client that can afford to build a high-rise building should be able to afford 25 diameter bar. And also, since it's a high-rise building, you need a bigger diameter bar like 25 and 20 to be able to carry the load efficiently. Although, I'll just give you my own advice on that. So I'll come here right now and choose 650 back and then 650 again, and then update here and then come here, click on here, design here. And then, okay, this is okay for me. Yeah, I like this one like this. I'll come here and then click on what's okay, and then I can choose again to make it, let me say 700, like what, just to maintain, or 750, but just to maintain uniformity of my columns and all that, just to avoid less much group of columns, I can choose to do that. So let me just choose 650 since that was okay and then okay. So I have explained more about the column. Sorry. This give me 60, that's bad. So let me just use 50, yeah, that's okay, and then okay, that's fine. And then come here, reset bars, and then design again. That's fine. And that's using condition 2 for that, and then I'll come here and say okay, that's fine. So again, I'll come again right now and then see final okay here. And then you can see that right now, and then I'll come again right now this place here, click on this, right click here, and then come here, design here. Okay, and then come again right now, check why it's failing, and then come here and then click on OK, go here and increase my column size 650 and then 650 again. This is already around the boot side, which might be okay, yeah, then come here, do this, and then design again. And let's see if that will be okay. Okay, it's not okay because of the pool side. The pool side is really having much weight. So I'll come here right now and use what 750 for that, and 750 here also, and update, and then choose reset bars, and then come here design and wait for it to show. Yeah, that's fine. 24 numbers of 525, that's fine. And I'll come here right now and then say what okay, and then final okay here. That's okay. Okay. So because of the pool area, that's why the load is being that. So I'll come again right now, click on this place now, I click here, and then come here, design here, and then come again right now, check why it's failing here, and then come again here, wait for it to show the one symbol here. Okay, the size must be increased. Now come here and then say okay, and come here increase to this is the pool side. I can choose 750 at the pool side here, and 750 also here at the pool side, and then come here, update, and then reset bars, and then design, and wait for it to now show why it's failing. Okay, that's fine. So right now we haven't got the number of that's fine, it's okay. And I'll come here right now and then say okay, and then final okay here, that's okay. And I'll come again right now on this that side again, it's also the pool side. Click on this place here, I click here, then say properties here, okay, sorry, design here, and then come again right now. This is the pool side. Let me try 650 there and see what kind of bars I'm going to have. 650 also, and then update here, reset bars and design. Okay, let me see what I'm going to have. Yeah, that's okay. So I can just come right now and say what's okay, and then okay. And then just to be a little bit let me see this, and if this can be able to pass with 625, and then sorry, with diameter 25 at 650. Let me see that again, 650 and then 650. So don't always assume bigger size of column at once. So try to test your column size first. Okay, now I can say it's not sufficient. Okay, that's fine. So I was really right up from the beginning time because this area is a boot side. So I think I was right to use the bigger size of 750 at once. So although you have much experience when you have done more design on that, but for now I think you're okay to just be with that. Okay, that's fine, and then come here, okay, and okay. So when you have gotten more experience, you'll be able to look at the column, pick up the load on it, and then know the size at once. So right now, you can see how we have now corrected all the columns at this Storey 1. As you can see that if I take my 3D right there, I can see that all the columns now are Storey 1 right now. Sorry, on this place here, looks perfectly okay right now. So let me see the column on Storey 1 area, the column on Storey 1. Let's go back again. Okay, then click outside here because it's still selected. Okay, that's fine. Now see that all our columns now on Storey 1 right now. We have checked our column on Storey 1, which is this area here. Around this area, we got all the column on this floor here. So the next thing now is now begin to check on our beam. So we are going to perform this interactive design based on floor to floor. Okay, so this part 15 will be this part 16 will be majorly on Storey 1 to make sure we have checked all the members there. So right now that we have checked all the columns, let's now begin to check for the beams on Storey 1. Okay, so I will just check few beams and then allow you to use the same step and then check for that. Okay, now pay much attention on the beams right now. Okay, so when you're doing your beam interactive design, even if your beam is showing green or showing red or anything, you must check the beam to see the kind of bar that was used. Okay, it's very important for you to check the beams. Okay, so right now come here right now, then click on this beam right now. Now if I check this beam now, I have checked all the beams on this line, which is these two beams here. So I can choose to start from here. Let me start with that so that I will not miss any matter. I'll start and deal with all the beams that are what horizontal first, and I'll for the vertical ones. Okay, so I'll come now, right click on this beam now, right click here, and then click again on what session design here, and then the beam property tells us now open. Okay, so once it opens right now, we will now begin to check the reason why the beam is failing. Okay, so with this now, as you can see right now, this is now the beam reinforcement dialog box, as you can see that. So right now you can see that what we are having here for the top reinforcement is 3x16, and we are having what? We are having 3x20 at the bottom, and for the length we have y10 at what? 300 spacing. Okay, that's fine. So now when you're doing your beam interactive design, it's good to what? To try to use smaller bars first, except they're not sufficient, you're not going to use a bigger bar. Okay, so like I said before, while you put into consideration the stability of the structure in your mind, also put the cost of the structure in your mind. It's very, very important. A good design must be stable and also should not be too much cost effective. Okay, So also put the cost in your mind, okay? So right now I'll try to check if I can be able to use four numbers of Y16 for this, and I'll have to reduce my number of diameter bar here, and there will be a failure. I can see that it is failing right now. I'll have to now come here and then increase to what 4Y16 here. And once I increase it now, basically it's okay, but put your eyes here on this place that says extra area of steel. You can see that the area of steel here is showing 3.94, which is very, very minimal, very, very minimal, which is very, very small. And if there is any kind of issue in construction, this beam is very prompt to fail because the area that is already there is very small. So right now, always take your area of steel around here, extra area of steel around here. For now that you are a young engineer, always take your area of steel around here to not be less than 75, okay? 75 millimeter square, okay? When you have got more advanced, you can begin to accept this 47.5, but for now, you are still coming up. Use 75 as your minimum, as a guide for your minimum area of steel, okay? I'm not saying that this one is not okay. It is okay, but you can see that right now it's showing 3.97 compared to the top. The tops here are showing above 400, but here we're having 3.9 something at the bottom, which is very prompt to failure. So right now, I'll have to go back to increase to 20 and then decrease it to what? And decrease to Y20, so to 3Y20 as it is. So with this right now, I have checked this beam right now, and this beam looks what? Okay. So right now, come here and then click on what? Okay here. Okay. So with this now, I have not checked this beam, this particular one here, and I am okay with that beam is okay. So always check your beams, alright, to see the kind of reinforcement that the software is giving you. So I'll come again right now and check on this. I'll check it sequentially and all that, and right click here and then click on version design here. And then I will now come again right now, and then you can see that this bars right now is not well arranged. At the top here, we'll have 3Y16 here, 3Y25 at the support, and 16 again here, Y20 and all that. This will cause confusion at site. During the construction, it will cause confusion and it will bring so many off-cuts. So instead of that, I'll try to treat this top here to use just one bar diameter for that. So I'll have to convert this 25 diameter to what? To at least Y16 or 20 if I can do that. So right now I'll have to do what? Reduce this first to what? To reduce this now entirely and remove it. Let me just take this off first entirely. Now I said there is not a failure, so I will have to extend this my reinforcement into the column or the support here and also into the support here. So right now I will have to come here, click on this first, right click here and extend this into what? Into the column. So I'll come here right now, click on this and then say extend right to lap. Okay, and also come here again right now and extend left to lap. Okay, so always use lap. Okay, and I'll now come here right now. It is still fading at the top here. You can see that this extra area of steel here is still fading, as you can see that. So I'll come here and make it to be 4Y16 and come here again to be 4Y16. At that, it is still fading right now. I can choose to use Y20 and then Y20 here and all that. But if I don't want to do that, I can still come back and then reduce what? To Y16 and Y16 here. Now, since there's a failure at this place right now, I'll now introduce a layer 2 support reinforcement. I'll come here right now and add it up to at least make it to be 2 or 3 numbers of Y16. And then before I do now, once you're introducing a layer of reinforcement, you must have to assign it to be what? To be at layer 2. So I'll come here right now and put bar at layer 2. Okay? Now you can see that it is now okay. Then I'll come at this button now. Okay, let me just give it the top here. Now you can see how I have now arranged this bar. That means that the first layer is going to carry 4Y16 all through at the top, and then that is T1, and then the T2 right now, which is the second layer, will be carrying only 3Y16 only at this support here. Okay, that's because if you check on the diagram here, there is a heavy moment at this place. That's why you're having this support here. If you check that right now, you will see the moment here. There's a heavy positive moment around that place here. So let us hold on for that to appear just now. Now, if you want to know more about structural design, I would advise you enroll for our paid mentorship training, which is for now is very cheap, $480. So we will learn more and more on how to design using this software and all that. Okay, so you can see that we have a very for this moment now we have what the maximum here is showing, but it's showing minus 252.9. That's why we are having that support reinforcement there at the top to be able to take care of this moment here. Okay, so I'll just click on here and then click on here exit here. And then, so we can arrange this bar like this by having 4Y16 first at the first top layer and T2 to be what 3Y16 only at this bottom, only at this support here. Or we can choose to remove this entirely now and then increase this to what? To Y20 and then Y20 and all that. Okay, this is the okay to have straight of what, but like I said, you consider the cost into consideration. So having 4y20 all through than this top here is more expensive compared to having y16 and then coming here to put just three bars here and call it layer 2 here. Okay, so this is more cheaper compared to having 4y20 all through. Okay, so right now I'll come again right now at this button now. This button right now here requires what? Clear y16, and here is showing 72 point this. It's okay for me, but I say for young engineers, always take my advice and take your minimum extra area of steel to be 100. That will give you much confidence first. It is when you're much advanced in design, you can begin to even take up to 10 area of steel, which is okay. Okay, so right now I'll come here first and then reduce this to 16 first, and then it is fading here. I'll come here and then increase to what? 4 numbers, which is okay. And I'll come again right now just to have a good uniformity all the way down, because they have the same number of length. I can see that these two spans have the same length, which is 5y40, 5.4 meters, and what? The same thing here. So I'll come just to avoid confusion aside, confusion to join the construction of this building. I'll have to also introduce that to make it be what 4, so that they will have a smooth laying of their reinforcement 4y16 at the bottom at the row. Okay, so you can now see that everything now is okay. So this is how to arrange your bars on beams. Okay, you can see how I have arranged my bars. I'm not coming and say what okay. So it's now that I have now gotten good confidence that this particular beam right now is okay, because I have checked what the software gave to me and I have now arranged it based on what me as the engineer wants. Okay, so I'll come again right now, then check again right now. This is that one, right click now and then say Station Design here, and I'll come again here and just arrange my bars based on what I've done before. Reduce this to 16 and then make it to be what, layer 2, and then come here, lap this one into the column, lap, and then come again here right now, lap the reinforcement into the column again here, lap, and I'll come here, make it to be 4. I think we used 4 before, but I think right now the 3 at the top, okay, there is still low, so I can choose to have 4 for. I think this is okay. This is okay. Yeah, this is okay. 3 on this side is still okay. I can see that this top here, the extra area here is okay, and also the deflection is also very far away from what is here. So I'll come again right now, reduce this to 4 numbers, and it's fading here right now. I can see that I'll increase to 4 numbers here, and then sorry, I decrease the size to y16 and then increase to 4 numbers. I'll come again right now, make this to be uniform here and all that. Okay, that's fine. So right now everything now looks okay, as I can see that right now. I'll come again right now and say okay. Now if you want more for you to know more on how to arrange your bars, you can enroll for our Ekidel class, because on that place we will teach you all the secrets. It's not really expensive, but if you want to be a good structural engineer, our advice, you can save money for that for 3 months on that and enroll. We also accept part payments if maybe that's expensive for you, but you want to be able to pay up before you complete your training. Okay. So I'm coming again right now, click on this place here, right click here, and then check on this bit again, right click and then check here, and then I will need to check this beam entirely to this very end. So I'll come again right now, begin to arrange my bars here. So I'll come here right now, I can choose to remove this face entirely and see if I can use a lapping bar here to control that failure. Lap into right, and also here lap left and right, lap, and then towards here lap it too, and try to increase my number to 4 numbers, which is okay, and also here to 4 numbers. I can accept this here because I have experience more, but for you guys, you can choose to allow it, but advice will make your extra area of to be above 75. Okay, but for now I can leave that because I have more experience on design. But else, if I'm a young engineer that is following what Ekidel is saying here, I'll just come here and add additional bar here and reduce this to 16 and apply to layer 2. That will take care of this place here. I can see that right now, but I can choose to remove it now because I have experience on that very well. Okay, so when you enroll for that training, I will have to walk you on how to do all this. Okay, I'll come again right now and take care of the top first. On this top right now, I can choose to remove this. Let me see. I can choose to remove this first. This supports 2 top bar, and then extend this into lap, and then lap again, and reduce this 16 and increase to 4, and see that's okay. Okay, that's okay. But for here, we are still having failure here. I can see that right now. So I have to add my word support layer here. Else, I can choose to use y20, decrease this. You can see that, and then decrease this also y20 and decrease. But I want to try y16 first, my beams. So I'll come here right now, increase to for y16, decrease this, and then decrease this first, and then decrease this. Okay, I want to avoid using large diameter bar for my beams, okay, just to save the client's money, okay. So I'll come again right now and then click on this. Now, even when I'm trying to save the client's money, I also put the safety of the structure into consideration. So that's what I'm doing right now. I will use this right now and then add layer 2 at this support here, which is what the supporting bars for the top bars here at the support here. And I'll come here and make it to be 2. Okay, so right now we have 4 layers first at the layer 1 and then 2 just at the support here. Again, here right now, since there's a shear wall here, there's a wall here, you can see that this place we have much moment because of the contact between the beam, the wall and the beam. So I'll come here right now and then reduce this first to 16. Try to remove this entirely if that will be okay. Okay, that's fine. So this 4 was okay to carry that. You can see right there, there's no failure at the top here. Again, right, so you can see why you are meant to do what? Meant to check your so this software most times try to over design. Try to perform over design because what the software is considering is the safety of the structure. So you now as the engineer, which is the user, is meant to now interact with the software and then begin to do what? Change the bars based on what you think and what you feel is okay. And when you have done that, you check again if everything is okay on that. Okay, and once it's okay, you accept it. Okay. So right now, I don't think this bar here is just waste of money. So I'll come again right now and check all my button layer of here if everything okay, and check my what value ratio and everything looks okay here. I can choose to accept this right now as it is 3y16 at the bottom. That's okay for me. And come again right now and then come again right now at this other side here and then check again here by doing what now, and then I can choose to make here to be what 3y16 to make it uniform. Come here 3y16 here, and then let me see, come here, I have to change to 3y16 here too, or let me to just be 2. I think 2 is okay here, there is no failure here, so this is okay for 2. And then let me check again, this 3 is okay, and then come here, sorry, reduce this first to okay, yeah, it's failing. I have to lap this now. Lap this, lap, and lap, and come again here, lap it into here, and remove this bar first. Let me see if it's failing. Okay, and increase the 4 number here, increase the 4 number here also, and let me see, it's okay right now at the top here. And again, right now, let me see again right now, everything is okay at the bottom, and then come here and remove these bars first. Okay, come here right now and lap this into lap, and then into lap also again here. Okay, that's fine. And I'll come here and increase the number to 3. Okay, and I'll come here right now, and then we decrease this bar to just remove it because I already lapped this bar into the wall here. Okay, there's a wall, as you can see it now here. Okay, I already lapped to the wall, so that's okay. So right now, just to have a smooth sail of my reinforcement during the construction, here giving me 4 number of 16, and this one giving me 3. And just to have a smooth place of reinforcement during the construction, I will come here right now and make it to be 4. But basically 3 was okay for that, but just to have a smooth sail, I'll make it to be 4. Okay, and I'll come here right now again right now. I can choose to make it 3, but just to avoid confusion at sites, I make it to be 4 because this place is very small compared to these other panels here. So just to have a smooth lane of your bars and to avoid much cutting. I mean, let me just carry the same bar length and then flow all the way down here. Okay, that's fine. So right now, at the bottom right now, everything looks okay. So you can actually how we have not checked the beams here and everything looks okay. And I'm coming right now and say what? Okay here. So okay, we have done for this beam right. I'm now coming to that one right now. Click on this level, right click here and then say what? Click on this other one here and then continue again. So you can see how I'm walking you through all the beams. I'll just come here right now. Now let me just begin to change my bar because I've already said much about how to change your bars and that. Okay, so I'll come here right now, lap this here, lap, remove this bar first, try to make it to 4, that's okay, and 4 again here, remove this bar again here, come here, lap, increase number 4, that's okay, that's not okay here because here is still having 0 point something area of steel. So I come here right now and then apply layer 2 bar, increase. So make sure you're checking all that extra area of steel on that, decrease to 2, that's fine, 2 is okay. And then come here right now again, increase here, sorry, send here, then come here, move this first, move this, come here, lap again, increase to 4, that's okay, that's fine. Come again here, remove this support, check if it's okay first, lap, then increase to 4, that's fine, that's okay. Come again right now, decrease here to 16 and increase the number to 4. That's okay. And come again right now. Let me see now. I can leave that panel, only this panel here as 4, only this palm here as 4 numbers, and leave the rest working through to be what? 3 numbers. But I think this space is having lesser number. I can choose to work it through now to have 4 here. just to increase the area of steel here at this place here. That's fine. And also, so with this now, I'll have to make to be 4 to have a smooth flow of what reinforcement placement during the construction. And I'll come again right now, make this to be what? Decrease to 16 and increase. Here is fading here, increase to what? 4 numbers. And just to have a smooth say, I'll make this other one here to have what? 4. Sorry, that's fine. So with this right now, you can see that we are not okay for, we have done this being perfect, and everything looks okay. As you can see, there's no failure. Okay, that's fine. I'll come again right now and say what? Okay here. And I'll come and check the last one now, because once I check now, I'm checking for this beam entirely. Okay, so if I check here now again, I'll check for this beam entirely again. So we are checking the last part now for the horizontal beam. Come again right now and then check for this design here. Okay, and again, check again right now for, come here, remove this bar, support bar, try to lap it first to see if the bars will be okay, and then come again right now, lap again. Now if you have any comments, you can check on, you can just drop it down below the comment section on that. And then come again right now, increase to 4, come here, and let me see, this is purely low, you can see that 29%, increase to 4 numbers, and then increase again to 4 numbers again here. And then come here, remove this bar entirely. Okay, lap this again right now, lap, increase this, just scroll down this, remove this, remove this entirely. Come here, lap, come here again, lap, remove this first. Come here, increase to 4, there's a failure here, that's fine. Come again here, increase to 4, take this off entirely. You can see that here I was showing 9Y20. That is why you must check for your bars. Check your bars, but the software is might perform over design, which is not okay at all. So make sure you check your bars, okay? Check your bars, guys. Come again right now, click on this. So click here and reduce this, okay? Remove it entirely, and then try to now apply this first by lap this to the column and increase 4 numbers. Guess that. So the 4 was basically sufficient for that, but the software went here and give you guys and give us 9Y20, which was over design. So make sure you check the software, and in software you're using for design, make sure you know how the software behaves. All right, don't just use it because it's a software. Make sure you know how it behaves. Okay, so I'll check again on the bottom layer here, area of steel. I think it's okay there, and so right now we are having this beam right now, 4Y at the top and then 3Y16 at the bottom. That's fine. I'll now come in and say okay here. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see how we have done that. So I'm going to check my vertical beams because we have checked for all the horizontal beams. Vertical now, come here right now, click on this. Okay, so you can see how I'm taking my time to check each of the beams. That will tell you how important it is to check your beams. Okay, I'll come again right now, decrease this right now first, and then make sure try to lap first and see if I can able to lap it first. And again, come here and lap this now. Now increase to what? 16 and increase to 16. There is still failure here. You can see there is filling at minus. So this place requires very high number of bar. So with this now I'll choose Y20 for that, and 20 again. Okay, this place, okay, yeah, this one is okay as Y16, but here is fading because of the length. This is 7.375 meters, and here is 3.something meters. So that can be used to Y16. And then, so right now, I'll just come here right now and then add my support bar at this place here, because this support bar here is fading. And if you check on our moment here, you can see that place has a very high watt moment. As you can see that right, let me just show that right now. Let that shows up. So you can see that this place has a very high moment of minus 401. That's why you are seeing that place requires at least very high diameter of bar to be able to carry or to withstand or to be able to carry the weight of this effect. Okay, so I'll come here right now and then say there is a place where you can increase your depth of beam from 750 to 900. Without you can do that by increasing the depth of beam around. Let me just show you that right now. By increasing the depth of beam here, as you can see that right now we are seeing our beam depth to go 750. Okay, or I want that just now. I can show you that later, but not now. So I'll just go to my rebars just now and then just try to use my bar to carry the weight there, and then reduce it to Y16 and try to add a bar right now. And once I add a bar, so let me see, and then come here and make it what, layer 2. Okay, assign layer 2 because that's a supporting bar. And you can see that everything now looks okay here. I can choose to make here what also Y20 and then reduce to 3 numbers. Okay, that's fine. Let me see if this 2 can work. No, 2 is failing here, so 3 can work. So right now we have at this 7.37 meters beam, we have 4Y20 first, and at the support here we have 3Y20 at the top. And on this span that has 3.381 meters, we have 4Y16, as you can see that. So also at this button now, I'll have to what? Decrease this and then increase the number to 4. And let me try to, it's fitting here, I can say it's fitting here. I have to try to add bar here right now, bottom bar support 2, and then try to increase the number. Let me just try Y16. Yes, it's fading out. Come here right now and say lap, and come here and then say lap, and it will be okay now. Okay, let me try to do 2Y16. Let me see if that's okay. Yes, that's okay, that's fine. Okay, that's what here, that's fine. So right now, let me try to now reduce this now to Y16 and see that's okay. No, it is fading, so I can choose to increase this again to 3. Let me see. I think that's okay, yeah. So I can choose to have, but just to cut the length of the beam, I can choose to make it to be Y20 and then come here and up to 2. That's fine. So right now it's now okay for this now. Okay, cut the length of the beam that I'm using for Y20. No, that I can tell you more about how to arrange your bars for local lengths when you are designing, when you enroll for our Ekidel class, if you want to enroll for that. So this is also okay for that right now, and I'll come here right now and say okay with that. Okay, so let us check now for this other beam here. I'll come here right now, click on this place right now. I click here and then say what center here, and I'll come again right now and then click on this right now, decrease this right now. Now I can see that this beam right now is this beam is carrying much weight because it is at the center of the slab, as you can see that right now of these two slabs. So all the weight from this slab right now comes to this beam and then to the columns. Okay, so right now come again right now, and that's why you're seeing is having a bigger depth here and a bigger bypass size here. Although let me just try to work on it first and choose what Y20 first. Okay, that is okay. Yes, and then come again right now, decrease this entirely first, and then lap it. Let me see my lap now, lap, and then so go again, lap again. Okay, it's different here. Make it to be 4. That's okay right now on this other span. Then here, come here right now. Here it's still fading. Increase to 4Y20, and then come here, add bar. The same way with the other one. Decrease to what 20 and increase bar size here. The bar number, sorry, to 3, and then make it look to be layer 2, and then okay, that's okay for now. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. I make it to be 4. Okay, that's okay right now. And then come here and then decrease this to 20, and it's fading at the bottom here. See that right now. Come here right now and add bar here and increase. Lap it first. Make sure you apply lap it again, and increase the bar to 2. Make sure it's on layer 2. You can see that right now. This bottom bar support, and it's still fading here. I'll make it to be 3, and let me make it to be 4. No, 3 is okay, but I make it to be 4 because of the length of the bar. It will be 4, I know that, or 3. Let me say 4. Okay, yeah, 4 is okay. Or I choose to be pure Y20 and then decrease this right now, and then all that. Let me see. Let me choose here. That's okay. Now come again. That's the reason why I'm using this graph, the length of the beam. Now I'm checking at the yellow value ratio on that. So that's why I'm just checking that. Come again right now. Click on this right now. Okay, we have already done much on this. And the video is already more than 15 minutes, which is already more. And might look boring, but I'll say that you should watch it and then know what you're going to do. Click right now, and then come here. Check this other one again. Okay, and then come again right now. Let's thin this down first. Come here, lap first, lap. And then come here, lap, and lap again here, and then 4Y20, come here, 4Y20, and then come here, click on this layer 2, and then reduce the Y20 first, and add the numbers of bars to at least 4. That's okay. I can see it's okay right now. Come here now, decrease this, and then increase. So you come here right now, add support bar, layer 2, lap it, and then lap it also here, and then begin to add the bars now. Okay, that's fine. And then I can just Y20 actually, and then reduce this to this. That's okay. And then I'll come here right now and then see this. This is 3. I can choose to work it now to be Y16 to be able to flip to this other panel here. And then come here, it's fading here, make it to be 4Y16 here. That's okay on this side. And then come again here, make it to be 4 to have to just have a smooth lane of the bars. And then come here right now, come here and reduce this bar to this is bar first entirely. And then let me see this. This is okay, lap, and then come here and call it. Sorry, come here and call it layer 2. Come here, layer 2. That's okay, and increase the number of the bar to, let me say 4. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay right now. This other side. That's okay. Or I can also choose to add a top bar here if I want to add it up. Make it to be what? Make it to what? 16. Okay, and then come here and add up the bar here, and add again here. And come again here and lap it into the supports here, and then with this now I can choose to increase this to 4, and come again now and now remove this support bar which I have here. Okay, because I already have the bar here right now. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, let me see everything looks okay right there. Okay, that's okay. Now just to have, let me see this can carry by 4y16. Let me see that. Okay, that's fine. So we now have a smooth sail of reinforcement lane of 4y16 and these two span here, these two span, and have this longer span of 7.3 meters to be 4y20. That's fine. So this is how to arrange your bars. You can see how I'm trying to interact with the software to give my reinforcement choice because you are the structural engineer. Okay. So I'll come again right now. Click on this. So I click here and then go here and check on this other one now. And this is a wall and a beam. So I'll come here. Everything here looks okay basically, and then this is okay. I'll come and say okay, that's fine. And come again right now, click on this other one right now, right click here and then say what? So design here. And then come again right now, we do this bar, just in this entirely first and begin to lap first and see it will be okay, lap, and then come here, lap, and then lap here again, and then come here, place a bar here, y12, so 12, so 16, and then increase your bar number to 4 first, let me see, and then lap it now to this other side, lap here. Okay, that's fine. Remove this bar entirely right now, this bar there, remove it entirely, and then lap this other one, so let me see, lap this other one too right now to support, to lap. Okay, that's fine. And then let me see, reduce this to 16 and increase the number over to 4 is the filling and make it to be what, y20, and that's fine. And then also this right now to flow it to a y20 and then decrease to 3. Let me see, decrease this to what, 3, that's filling. Okay, increase to 4. Okay, I can just decrease to 3 right now and then come here and touch at this place here 4 and then come here and add support bar at this place by making it to be what, layer 2, and then come here and increase the number, right, 20, increase the number to 3 y20, yeah, that's fine. Okay, then also this other side right now, decrease to 20, come here, add support layer, increase, and then lap it right now, this and this, confirm that it's on layer 2 first, and then come here and increase this, that's fine. Okay, that's okay. So we can choose to make it y20 and then decrease this, okay, that's fine. Okay, so with this right now, and I'll come here, everything now looks okay again. We have checked all these ones and then okay, I'll now come and say okay here, okay. I'll come again right now, this other side now, go here, we are having just one beam left. Come again right now, click on this, right click here and then click on this one here and then check again and then come first, remove this bar first entirely, make sure I lap first to control the bending moment there, and then come again here, lap again here and then increase my bar number to 4 and then to have it, and then this can be decreased to, let me see, okay, this is okay, this to make the 4y16, it's failing to increase to 3. This because of the pull side and all that, and then come here and then okay, that's fine. 4 is okay in that place. Then come here right now and then add support bar here, decrease this right now and then increase this, and then make it to the layer 2 and add to at least 2. Let me see, let me use y16 to carry that. That's okay. That's okay. Come again right now, decrease this right now, and then come here, add layer, lap it, make sure you lap it and lap the support bars and all that, and then come here right now, increase to, let me use y20 for that, 20, 3y20 that I'm able to for that, that's fine. And then it is still failing here, that's that it is still failing here, so I must make sure I use 3. Let me see, okay, that's 3, is okay for that, that's fine, okay. So for this beam right now, we have 4y20 at this span of 7.2.5 meters, and then come here right now at the bottom, 4y20 and then 3y20 also, like I said right now. So right now, I'll come here right now and say what, okay here, that's fine. So I'll come again right now, this is that one, which is the last beam right now we have on this to be 1. Come here right now and then come here. And then come here right now, remove this bar entirely first, and then come here, increase this to 4, and then lap this first to the column, lap it again here into the lap for the column, and then we increase to y, let me see, this will be y20, yeah, and then come, because the length of the beam, that's why, make here to be 4y16, and then increase to 4 numbers, okay, yeah, it's failing to y20, is okay for that, and I'll come here, just everything now looks okay, we don't need support bar for this right now, okay. Come here and decrease this towards 20 and increase towards 4. That's okay, basically this okay, and then come here. Okay, that's fine. So we can have this perfectly. If I want to have y16 at the bottom here, I have to decrease it towards 16, and then I have to add layer number. So lap it first and lap it again, and then increase this here. Okay. Now the reason why I added this to before y16, I make it to be 3. Let me see that. And yeah, no, 4 is okay. So this is why I use y16 here is because I want to have a smooth lane of reinforcement during the construction to have y16 they can flush together with this and bond way. Okay. Now there's a process for this. So I might not be able to explain all this right now as I'm training you guys here. But if you enroll on our training mentorship class and all that, then we can finish that very well. So right now, right now, let's say okay here. So you can now see how we have checked for all the beams and columns on this floor. So right now, we are now satisfied that this 21 is now okay because we or you as the structural engineer have checked your beam bars put the column and the bin, and everything looks okay. So it's only by doing this that you will be sure that your structure is okay. So we have checked for story 1 on the part 17. We'll be doing on the story 2. We'll also go and check on story 2. If you can check on story 2 right now, story 2 still have some flaws and some failures. You can see that right now. So we have successfully checked on story 1. Let me go back to story 1 again. We have checked on story 1 right now. Okay, so I will go right now and then save what we have done so far. If you can check on our 3D view right now, you can see that all the story 1 right now is now perfectly okay, because we have checked for the columns, for the beams, and everything looks okay. And we have checked for the softwares, and we have assigned our own reinforcement to how we want it to be. So if you can check on 3D view right now, you can see that everything now looks okay on the story 1. You can see that right now. So we will now enter story 2 here, and we check again. That will be on the part what? On the part 17. Okay, so see you again on the part 17. Now if you have any question regarding what you have done so far, I will leave and comment down below. Please don't come and ask me question that is not regarding this design or that, and don't ask much question, because there are some things that we cannot be able to answer, because it will take more time for us to explain. So but if you enroll for academic methods class, you will learn more and all of that. We are not beginning to enroll, but just to help you guys, and because our mission here on Ekidel is that in the next 40 years, we want to help to reduce the rate at which structure collapse. So I think if we can be able to train younger engineers across the globe, I think that can be able to be achieved. Okay, so thank you so much. I got this. Please give this video a thumbs up, and also if you're new to Ekidel, subscribe to our channel Ekidel, and then your life will not even be the same, because we'll be uploading constant video on designs of structures. Okay, so thank you so much, and God bless you, and see you on the part 17. Bye for now.